Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Survivor Reignited. By my side, I've got my buddy all the way on the other side of the country from me up in Washington State, the one, the only, the pro wrestling encyclopedia. I've said he will soon be the Survivor encyclopedia, and that's true. We're making our way through this. The one, the only, MJ Duplessis. What's up, buddy?
What up? How you doing, Dad?
Good, man. Good. It's nice. A little cooler day here in the South. So, as you see, we already got some like heavier clothes
I
going.
was
So,
about to say
follow.
it is cold as fuck here.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is up where you are. We are, like, I always know it's cold when my wife is like, I can't wear shorts anymore. I have to pull out the jeans. And she pulled out the jeans this morning. And the funny thing is, she walked out of the house. She's like, I might have to wear jeans, but I'm not wearing closed toe shoes yet. So I'm like, all right,
That's
we're
the most southern thing I've ever heard. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
So here's the funny thing. We have a guy that lives across the street from us. He's from Boston, right? Of course, like, not. I mean, it barely phases him. So, like, if we look out the window, the running joke is if we look out the window and we see him in jeans, or we look out there and we see him in a long sleeve T-shirt, we're like, blizzard's coming.
Yeah,
Like, we're like the snowmageddon is hitting the South because he's in a long sleeve T-shirt or he's in jeans. But that's our go-to when we see him. So,
yeah. Funny.
but it's just cool. It's just here though. I mean, lately it's the wind. Like
Yeah,
it's cold, and then add the wind on it, and it's just it just. And for me, getting out of work, super early in the morning, like like I don't have any sun. It's not even attempting to warm up. So I've been dealing with the cold for a couple weeks now. Like, but to be cold with the sun out, my wife's like, nope, and I'm there too. I'm like, let's get back to summer, and I'm like, we got a long time before that happens. So, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about. We are going to wrap up. Oh, as always, I'm your friendly neighborhood dad hat wearing, pro wrestling loving, and reality TV loving, and book loving buddy from the South, the one, the only, the dad hat here. But we're gonna wrap up Survivor All Stars. Last we saw,
Jerry
big
had a
moment, right? Rob, Amber has drawn the short straw. She's on the Shapira tribe, still on the Shapira tribe, but it's all the members of the former Mogo Mogo. All of her allies are now the current Mogo Mogo because there was a switch, but everybody switched but Amber. She drew the short straw. They lost Mogo Mogo, or the new Shapira lost tribal or lost immunity challenge, and Boston Rob pulls Lex aside very quickly and tries to ask for a favor. If you can keep Amber safe, I'll keep you safe if I can later on. And Lex goes through with it, gets rid of one of his allies in Jerry Manthe, and keeps Amber. What did you think when you first saw that moment? Before we go into like the aftermath of that,
uh that Jerry got eliminated.
yeah, that Lex chose to keep Amber.
Uh that moment I was like, okay, Lex, you're fucking up again. You're allowing friendship to blindside you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I I sadly knew that was probably going to be the end of long term of Lex's game.
Did you know I
I
was
was
going to be
like,
mad?
yeah, I was like, okay, Lex, once again, you're letting your emotions get ahead of you. You're not thinking about the game, and that was like you had a shot because I would have eliminated Amber right away. That was fucking. She was good and really good, and you break up an alliance with her and Rob.
Yeah, it's a
So
number.
yeah,
I mean, he could have easily played the same card and said, "Hey, I tried. The people I work with wouldn't go for it. I tried."
yeah,
And that still would have maybe bought some goodness with Rob for
yeah,
Lex. And then I still stand by. I would have loved to have seen it been a final two, Lex and Rob. Like,
yeah.
we talked about off the air that I'm currently watching Big Brother 16. There was a scene in an episode that I'm watching last night because I'm getting towards the end, and I forget which member said it, but it was about like, I think it was Derek, and he's like, prize fights. Like you don't see a lot of prize fights at the end of Big Brother because
Yes.
people take the person that they know they can beat. You don't take the
Yes.
two people who are the it's
Best.
yeah, it's gonna be like the it's gonna be we have
That
no
is
idea who's gonna win. But like I
that
would have
was
loved to
Derek because that's
yeah
one of my favorite quotes.
yeah I would have loved to have seen a prize fight here and seen Lex versus Rob at the
Yeah.
end. Um, because it really would have been a hard decision for that jury. But I mean that he could have easily done that and been like, I
Yeah.
tried, I couldn't sway the votes. They just wouldn't go for it. Um, and I mean that might have bought him, you
A
know,
few more weeks.
yeah, like that would have gotten him a little bit further in the game. But let's keep going. So yeah, that's where we are right now. We are like Jerry is gone, the Black Widow is gone, Amber is safe. We open up at Shapira. Lex is saddened that he had to eliminate his ally Jerry. Um, he doesn't think that Rob's going to go back on his word. Like there's a big scene with him and Kathy, and they're like, Rob's good for his word. Rob is good for his word.
Yeah.
Um, but you look at the Mogo Mogo camp, and everyone is down in the dumps because they just assume that Amber's
Amber's.
gone.
Yeah.
Like, I love the quote from Big Tom because he's like, I ain't never seen someone mope around, you know. Like he's like, I got calves that like he talks about like his animals and have to wean them off because Rob is like sulking because he just assumes Amber's gone.
Yeah.
Um, but here's the thing: Rob counts his chickens before they're hatched, and he makes an alliance with Alicia now for a final two. What do you think about this? Because you like Alicia.
I thought that was a smart gameplay, just in case.
Yeah, but done too soon?
Maybe. Maybe.
Because that's the thing.
Done too soon in hindsight, but also he had to cover his bases because he had not known if Amber was gone or not.
I just don't know. Like, we're not, like, they're going into a challenge, and it's not an immunity challenge, it's a reward challenge. So, like, they could have easily waited to the challenge, seen who got voted out, and been like, all right,
Yeah,
cool. Like, it's like,
that's it was done one move too soon,
yeah,
but he wanted to just make sure to cover his tracks,
yeah,
which I can't blame him for.
yeah. But we get to the challenge, and of course, the new Shapira comes out, and Mogo Mogo is all excited to see Amber. Amber and Rob are giving each other bedroom eyes. It's awkward for everyone else around them.
It is weird.
It is very because like yeah, it's awkward. Like we're like, can we just give them the reward and let them finally just get to quote Rob Cesternino, Rob and Amber are gonna do it. I don't
Yeah,
know when, I don't know where, uh, but anyway, there's that. Um, so he says that but Jeff says, um, that even though the contestants are still two tribes, the reward will be individual.
yeah. Uh,
Um,
Getting pots and moving a box.
let me see here. Oh yeah, it's like musical chairs with the
Yeah,
pots, and then it comes down to what Lex and Rob, and they have to like run it to the or is it three people that it comes down
it's
to?
three. Rupert, because Rupert wins.
Yeah. And then the prize for this one was an
Uh,
overnight resort stay.
yeah, and Rupert got to pick two,
Uh huh.
and he picked the women. He picked Amber and Jenna.
I've always wondered what's the relationship with Rupert and his wife. Like, cause this is a trend. Like he even says, like he says here, like after the words, like they're all dolled up. He's like, I just want to kiss them all over. I'm like,
Yeah,
if I said that, my wife would punch me in the face.
yeah. No, yeah. I was also questioning that
Yeah,
because he does a lot of. He tries to do a lot of heavy fording while they're at the resort too, and I'm just like,
yeah.
um, I don't know if you watched this season of Big Brother.
This past season,
Yeah,
I did.
that Vince dude
Vince.
flirting with.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That was my. I was like. By
I
the way,
really liked Vince up until then.
yeah. Um, that season of Big Brother, they've been very messy on social media.
Oh, it's I'm still seeing stuff about it. Oh yeah,
It is.
oh yeah.
They broke up.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I guess
And
he
there's
dumped
well now
her.
there's a conspiracy theory. Sorry, people, this is a sidetrack for Big Brother now. But so Vince just released a video, and he's in front of a
Oh
bunch of
yeah, like them being
curtains.
in the same room.
Yeah, and like you see, then she posted that she was streaming, and those curtains are in the background, or at least very similar ones. Which I mean,
Yeah,
it's a generic hotel. I mean, it could be. Like, I mean, but still, it's a little too coincidental at the same time,
facts. No,
right?
they
So,
that this season of Big Brother is messy as fuck on social
hey,
media, and I love it.
I will say this though to Vince, because Morgan, one hell of a game player. I give her that. Like I was at the end was really rooting for her, even though she was getting a lot of hate online. And she is beautiful. She's a gorgeous woman. Like
Yes.
I'm like I get. My wife won't punch me in the face for saying that. I can at least acknowledge that she's a beautiful woman. But yeah, damn good game player too. But I was like, Vince, look at you, like trying to move up in the world.
I was like,
Um,
if you ruin a relationship, at least you're ruining it up.
I've ruined relationships in the past when I was younger and dumber and stupid. But sometimes you got to, and it
Yeah.
sets up better things. But um, anyway, so yeah, so Rupert chooses Jenna and um, Amber. He says
Yeah.
Amber's been gone for far too long. She's got to,
She was gone for like 2 days.
not even, not even that. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Like,
Um,
yeah.
During the reward, though, Jenna, Rupert, and Amber agreed to go to the final three with Rob, or final four with Rob.
Yes.
But Amber's
But
really
Amber's
questioning should they go Rob, her, Lex, and Kathy. Which, hey, I wouldn't have been mad at that final four.
yeah.
That would have been a banger final four, like
There's
in competitions.
it was this scene where she's just having that discussion while also discussing who she should in her head who she. Now I know why her and Rob married because they're playing the game the same exact way. They
Very,
are vicious.
they're vicious, but they also, I mean,
They're smart.
they're so smart. They're
Yeah.
so smart.
I was like, no wonder these two fell in love and have
You,
played
I
the
will say
game.
this because this is a spoiler, but it's not a spoiler for a very long time, so you'll probably forget it. We do see Amber play one more time.
That's why I'm like, there's no wonder these two play like often and
Well, off she plays in season 40 with the all winners season,
uh,
the winners at war. So
and
she
how many
comes
more
back.
times has he played?
I think he plays a total of 6. So we've
Yeah,
got 4 more times to see Boston Rob.
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
love Boston Rob, but that is wild. Get a life.
No. I mean, this is his like key big season in my opinion. Even though like we'll get there, but it's his other seasons are so good too. And there's times where like people know he's a threat and he's there, but he ain't there long. So you believe me. I'm just excited as we're continuing on. You're going to start meeting people like the Cerise of the world and Ozzy and like the
Sri was on
Fishbacks.
Big Brother like 3 seasons ago.
Who?
Sri.
Yeah, she's on everything.
Yeah,
She's on everything.
because they did a thing on Big Brother where her and her son played together,
Yeah,
but no one knew they were related until the end. It was
yeah,
the big secret.
yeah, yeah. Um. So we get to the next day after the reward. Finally, the tribes meet up with Jeff, and he announces that they are merging. But
I
here's
hope this took forever.
this is the cool thing I liked about this. They're merging. This is All Stars, right?
Yeah,
You're not going back to the luxurious Shapira camp. You're
no.
not going to Mogo Mogo
Well,
that
no,
you're going to
that
Saboga that
was
was hell.
yeah.
Jeff even says he's like Some of your tools still might be lying around there. Your ratty shelter that you built, Rupert, still there, stuck in the ground. Like you're gonna have to rework. Like you're gonna like,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, you got Jenna and Alicia and Amber. You know, they're on the duty of. I love that scene where they're trying to figure out the name. They're trying to combine all
Bogo
three.
Bogo. I
But
love
it comes on to Shiboga Mogo, and of course, then you get like the old Shapira tribe singing like they did before, like which is a fun little scene. Um, and Rob, I mean, immediately though, and Rob says this. It wasn't even 5 minutes before Lex runs up to him and says, "Make me feel comfortable, Rob."
Or
Like,
Rob playing everyone and lying to Lex's face.
um, and then Lex starts feeling like the dread of that he made the wrong move.
Yeah.
Like that hits him super early on.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've always questioned that. I'm like, Lex, how's it gonna make you feel comfortable? Y'all are literally in the merge feast and trying to build like it. You can't do nothing right now.
Yeah.
For all you know, you're gonna win immunity at the next one and be fine
That's what
anyway.
I always wondered why he didn't ask that question going into like tribal council.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking right away? Y'all just got to
I know.
this island.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Lex, you saw it in Africa too. As we get to the merge and on, the paranoia on Lex kicks in,
Is bad.
and that's part of his downfall, I think.
Rob is playing everyone. Well, Rob is because everyone goes to Rob and asks him questions, and he's just lying.
Well, I mean, let's look at it.
Everyone-
Rob's got a Final Four with Rupert and Jenna and Amber.
Yeah.
He's got like a three alliance with him, Amber, and Tom, right? Supposedly, like Amber has made a 4 with Lex, Kathy, Rob, and Amber on their behalf. So I mean, they've got options. Like they are in a very good spot. They could literally have gone in any of those directions if they wanted to. We go to the very first immunity challenge. But he says this time we're going to have 2 individual immunities.
One man, one woman.
Yep. And let me see. What was this challenge?
The first leg is stay longest underwater.
Yeah, holding your breath.
And
then the final 2 from each gender have to race to unclip buoys.
Yes.
And this was based on the very first immunity challenge on season 1.
Yes.
The individual one. So
Kathy wins for the women.
Kathy is a freaking beast.
She is.
Kathy should have won her season.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to Vesepia, but Kathy should have won that season.
Absolutely.
And
then Boston Rob wins immunity for the men.
Yep. Here's the thing. It might have
didn't need it. What immunity?
Yeah, like, well, I don't know. People might have been like, "Hey, we could take a shot right now at him," but I mean, he could have easily too, like, just to give Lex and keep Lex in his pocket for at least maybe another round. He could have easily, like, if he knew he was safe, he could have given Lex that necklace.
Yeah,
just as a like, you want to feel safe here. Now, do you trust me? And then later cut his throat later. But again, Rob didn't do that.
He cut his throat right away. He cut his throat right away.
We get to like the scene. When I think of Survivor All-Stars, this is the scene.
This was Godfather type shit. This was brutal.
It's Lex going at Rob and pretty much telling him, if I had gotten rid of Amber, I'd be coming in here with my numbers strong. And Rob immediately, because he knows what's going on, says, yeah, and you would have flipped Tom because he's your buddy, or you guys already talked about it before you came on the show, he would have joined you and we would have all been gone. I promised you that. I mean, I can hear it in my head. He's like, I promised you if I could, I'd keep you safe. I'm sorry, I cannot. Badass motherfucking move right there. And Rob
So
become. This is the moment where
he
Rob
becomes
becomes an
God.
all-star.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. Rob didn't necessarily do anything, in our opinion, on Marquesas to warrant coming and being on an all-star season. This is the moment that makes him one of the GOATs, one of the Mount Rushmores of Survivor.
And he pisses off Kathy in the process.
Kathy and him are friends outside of this game.
Yeah.
Like Kathy and him are like they were, they went from their season, and I mean, you could see interviews between the two of them about how close they got outside of the game. But she's devastated.
She was livid. I thought she was going to swing on the man.
Well, she sees him like a son, like
Yeah.
another son. Like she definitely feels like a mother figure to him. So she's just, her heart is broken, and there's all those emotions coming out. And they're all friends with Lex too. Yeah, that scene. When I think of this season, that is the first scene that comes to my brain. That was where I was waiting for you to get to.
Fucking good. That was one of my new favorite reality TV show moments.
Yeah, it should be. It should be on everybody's. It should be. I mean, and yes, it's a build up because you get from the other episode the promise or the begging for help to Lex if you can help her or if you can save her, to the eviction. I mean, the eviction. I'm watching Big Brother a lot. To the tribal council, to the reveal that she's still there, to the Rob saying, "Cool, I got her safe. Now we're good. Now I can do whatever I want." But we go into tribal council. Lex realizes he's outnumbered. He tries to rally Mogo to just go ahead now and vote for Amber.
My favorite thing is Jeff asked Kathy, "Hey, are you gonna give up?" Yes, Kathy and Rob, are you gonna give up that?
Because she told Lex that she would give it to him. She doesn't want it.
Yes.
She wants to go home.
His face when he realizes that she's not going to, and he's looking up at her like, "What the fuck?"
He really thought she was going to give it to him.
God, that was second
it's
favorite.
Pouring rain. That clip, yeah, it's pouring rain on him. He's just dumbfounded, expecting that necklace to come to him.
He's that angle of like, what the hell? Like, it just, everyone's lying to me today.
Yeah. But yeah, she keeps it. And Lex is gone. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Lex. And I hate it. I hate it for him. Because I really think, I mean, as much as I liked Ethan, to me, Lex ran Africa. Especially after the merge. That was his season. I'm assuming you did not think it was a surprise. You were not surprised that Lex went here.
No. As soon as the episode started, I was like, "Oh, this is the downfall. This is okay."
Lex is yeah. But you've got a very strong former original Shapira tribe running everything. All right, so we move on.
Episode 12. Motherfuckers started throwing Big Tom under the bus right away.
This is starting now for the next couple episodes. This is the downfall of Big Tom. Because, I mean, I think Tom, in my opinion, Tom knew going into this. All right, cool. I'm not with Lex. I'm not with Ethan from the get-go. He makes an alliance, a strong alliance on a tribe that dominates, gets him really far, and he gets to the merge, has only one option in Lex, and then Lex is gone, knows he's got caught, and so he's trying to be like, no, I'm with you. I'm rah 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 sis boom ba Rob and Amber. I'm with you. Like it. He did his options and what he thought was going to end up happening gone. So
And
um,
then we go straight into a tribal. We get
go
a
straight to a
reward
challenge.
challenge and a immunity
Immunity.
challenge together.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the reward being videos from home, and of
Yes.
course they bring up
Well, the
how
first four people get just the letters, or
yes,
there's four people to get letters, and
yeah,
then
and rain
Rob,
ponchos.
yeah, and then out of the final four, the last person gets the video.
Yeah, but they do a like let's show a clip
Yes,
of everybody, and they bring up again. It's showcasing the past seasons. They talk about Jenna and the first time they did that, and how Jenna didn't get a
I
video,
cried at this.
and this time she did. Like,
I cried so hard when they finally showed her a video of those kids.
yeah, yeah. Um, so it's a slide.
The slide
Um,
puzzle.
the first team to finish it's a obstacle course,
Yes.
and then the winners of that go into the immunity portion, and they've got to solve a slide puzzle. Well, eventually the bottom piece will be a piece that has a knife on it. Pull the knife out and
And
cuts the rope.
Rob dominates.
Yeah, I mean, he's a comp beast.
Yes.
But so the people who win the reward portion of it, Alicia, Amber, Rob, and Sheehan. So they're all getting letters from home and rain ponchos.
Yes.
Rob then wins immunity and his video. Well,
And
what
then
does Rob do?
he says, I want to forego my video. I want everyone to get their letters.
Big uh like political move here. Big strategy move. That's trying to like heal some wounds from the previous tribal. That's trying to
No.
buy some good faith going into jury.
Yeah.
That's very good jury management.
Yes. And I
Okay.
also think he did feel bad for a few. I don't want to say it was just jury management because I do think for
I do think it was legit at the same time.
yeah, yeah. I was like, he was like, I need to like, we're all suffering here. Let's all have some peace and quiet for at least a day.
Yeah.
Let's all kind of forget about the game for at least an hour or so.
Yeah. No. Um this episode was really the challenge and tribal. That's all it
Yeah,
really
legit. It was
was.
very quickly.
Yeah. Kathy does try to get she's trying to break this Shapiran alliance. Like she's trying to tell Rupert, Tom that Amber, Jenna, and Boston Rob wouldn't allow anyone else to reach the final three. She's trying, but in the end, Kathy is voted out. This tribal and becomes the second member of the jury. So Lex and Kathy, not a bad strategy. You've got the two strongest people from that tribe now out and
Yeah,
on the jury.
yeah.
Um, did you think these would be the first two on the jury?
Had a feeling
Yeah,
going into merge.
yeah.
It was just yeah. I wanted them to keep going because I love both, but it was just like numbers wise, it you saw
I
the
mean,
writing on the wall.
that's the thing. Like uh, it. You want to see these players because you enjoy watching them play go further, but they have to to get to a winner. Like you're like, oh, what would have happened had it been Lex and
Yeah,
Kathy in the final four with Rob and Amber, or what if it was Lex and Big Tom and Kathy and some like you want to see these different you know
scenarios.
configurations. Yeah. Um, okay. So we get
Episode
to
13.
which I love the quote. We'll get there, but the name of the episode is "Stupid People." Stupid people. Stupid players. Like we'll get there. We'll get
Uh,
there. But I love the quote. I love the name of the episode. I love it. I love it. And I knew you would when we would get to this point because you like her. So, all right. First two jury members are there. All right. Why don't I
Cheyenne
have?
realizes right away that she's probably up next.
I watched this episode. Why aren't my notes here? Hold on. You might have to lead this one.
Uh, we have a reward challenge. Um, it's a questionnaire.
Is this the who? Yeah, who deserves to be an all-star? Who doesn't? Like, who do you
Yeah,
trust with your life? We've seen this in previous seasons. Yes.
yes. And when it's you all answer the question, and then
You have to figure out what the majority of the tribe said.
yes, and if you're not in that majority, or if you get the majority wrong, you get your they have clay faces.
This is the one I told you we would get. We saw this before, but this is the one where they made him to look like the
Yeah, no,
person.
creepy as fuck.
Cool though, right? Like,
It was, but like I have an issue with uh porcelain dolls.
yeah.
So like that's what it just reminded me of. Was like really big bad porcelain dolls. Creepy as fuck.
Um,
Uh but this is where uh Alicia
she gets.
she gets destroyed by these questions.
She does. She does. Like
Like
the one,
there's
the
a
big one
few
is
questions
like,
that
who doesn't deserve to be an all-star? The general consensus was
Alicia.
Alicia.
And there was a few other questions where it was like insulting that it was the answer was Alicia, and she
Mm-hmm.
was just pissed.
She's like, yeah, I don't like these people anymore.
Yeah, but the reward is they get to go to a restaurant, but the winner gets to pick what the others eat.
This is
So
great.
yeah,
But it's also the one that can show your cards,
yes, and which is
right?
what the fuck happened when Rupert won.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. He didn't. You would thought that he maybe would have thrown this because remember, he even says it. This is the type of reward that got me in trouble last season in Pearl Islands, and
Yeah.
he got voted out that same time
Yes,
because he showed his cards.
yes, but for the most part, everyone was cool with the food.
For the
And
most part.
yeah,
So it pretty much went down the line of it, but I've got it right here. Who gets what, right? So Rupert gets a steak, and it came with just for him an open bar,
yeah,
right? He
steak
orders
and shrimp. Yeah, it was a surfer shrimp
big platter of protein and like the best thing on the menu probably.
Yeah.
Next up, Rob got to pick, and he chose the cheeseburger.
Yes.
Jenna went next and chose the hot dog. Amber gets a ham and cheese sandwich.
Yes.
Alicia goes next, and she gets a salad. She even says like that's probably what she would have picked anyway.
Yeah.
Big Tom gets like a bowl of like
potatoes
that don't even look warm.
No.
And leaving Cheyenne because she's on the bottom
with the rice and water from
which she points out. She makes the joke of leave it to give me the rice. Like it's and they're like it's nothing to do with that. But it's rice and water from their own camp too. So what's funnier though, she's sitting right next to Rupert, who's eating the big steak.
Yeah. And she's annoying everyone because she keeps on talking about.
If only I could have a bite of that steak. If I could only have shut up. And everybody else is like, keep drinking Rupert, because they're like, oh, clean napkins, like soft, like they're gonna lay their heads on the table. Keep drinking, Rupert. And Rupert got plastered. He got plastered.
He I don't know what is with the big man on Survivor loving to get drunk. Because between him and Big Tom.
Yep. They get back. Cheyenne tries to form an alliance with Alicia, and that
Yeah.
fails miserably.
And this is where we show Alicia getting upset about the reward challenge. Like
Hmm.
they get back to camp and she's like pissed off that she got mocked
Yeah,
repeatedly.
yeah. We go to the immunity challenge. This is one that I've always been curious. I'm like, how well would I do on this?
I
I need to go back and look at this. What are they standing on? Because there's so many competitions where they have them standing on very little amount of space, but I don't remember if this is one of them. But this is one where you have to hold
it's a
your.
log. It's a nice sized
Uh,
log.
so yeah, okay. So at least you have that, but you have to hold your arm up. That's got a chain, like a strap wrapped to it, like my watch, but to a chain and a bucket of water. The
Yeah.
slightest movement lower in your hand, the bucket will then topple over. You'll get
Yeah.
soaked in water and you're out.
Yeah.
I've
No,
always
this
wondered how I would
yeah,
do in this.
yeah, yeah. It was a nice sized log, so it wasn't about falling off. It was more of your arm getting tired and
Yeah. I'm
it
pretty sure when they
hurting.
do, as they continue to move with this, that the stand gets smaller. I
Yeah.
mean, you start seeing challenges again, but they're like, okay, they've made it a little bit more difficult. Oh shit, they made it really difficult this time. Like you start seeing that. But
So
this was based on Africa. This is where we saw it the first time was Africa.
yes. And then going into the immunity, Jeff talks to Sheehan about how asking her how she feels, and she's like, I know I'm the next one up. I know I need this one.
She was a rock during this. Like she
Yeah.
was solid as could be.
And
Um,
then she wins and then gloats and screams and yells
we
and
get the
Alicia's
whole quote. Oh no, that she does that off camera. But yeah,
yeah.
she's celebrating as all get, and
And
Alicia's
Alicia and
trying to.
yeah. And Alicia and Robert are like, you still have to go to fucking camp with us. Like, don't do you?
Yeah. Um, but then we get the off-camera confessional with Sheehan, and she does the quote, "The stupid people, stupid players." Like she's rubbing it in.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, we go to immunity here, and Alicia is the one voted out, the first one on that side to go.
Yeah.
Like, what did you
After
think?
she was
Like,
told by multiple people that she was good.
what did you think of Alicia going here? Did you think this was her time? Did you think it should have been
No,
someone
I
like a
legit
Big Tom or Jenna
I,
or Rupert?
I thought it was gonna be Big Tom, especially with Big Tom getting thrown under the bus in the last episode.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is easy. Like
yeah,
you already know he's picking sides and whatnot. Um, and he's lied. Just
yeah.
pick. But Alicia was like, she was with Rob. She was with Amber. There
Hmm.
was no like, she had like, there was no wavering from Alicia. So yeah, no, this was, in my opinion, the first big like shock and blindside of the season.
Yeah, we didn't get. I mean, not a lot of. I mean, you kind of knew going into most. I feel like you could kind of pinpoint, maybe not
Yeah,
exactly, like not maybe the earlier episodes because that was a crapshoot
yeah.
anyway. But
But the last few,
yeah, yeah, like you could kind of put your at least you had it down to maybe one or two. It's gonna be these two coming
yeah.
up. So we move on. So again, Lex, Kathy, now Alicia. Strong jury so far. Very,
Yes.
very strong jury. Um,
We have episode 14.
it's day 31 to put it in perspective. Day 31. So they've been out there a full month at this point. We go straight into a reward challenge.
Yep.
And Jeff, it's the loved ones visit. But this time, because we've seen it before, it's the loved ones that are
So,
competing.
so before we get to the reward challenge, Jenna's talking her shit, like talking shit and like being
Yeah.
annoying. She's already pissing off her own. Like you have members of her own alliance. Like
Oh yeah.
okay, we need to get her the fuck out of here.
I think for her, she's almost one that I think people thought like, let's bring her along because let's say someone does double cross and like maybe Rob and Amber both thought, let's say someone double crossed and voted one of them out. Okay, if they can rally and get around that and stay, then Jenna's one will take to the end because no one's going to want to give Jenna the money.
Yes.
Even though
And
she's a
then
single mom who needs it, her her constant yapping and attitude annoyed the shit out of everyone she ever played with.
yes. And then you also have the fight where Rupert is pissed off that, no one is helping him fish and clean the fish. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to get fish for myself. And then
Oh
there's
yeah,
the argument with Jenna.
I was cooking like they're like I can hear that in my head just from that scene
Yeah.
alone.
It's like, and everyone is taking fucking Rupert's side. Like, if he wants to get fish for himself, let him get
Especially
fish for
Sheehan. Sheehan's trying to
Yeah.
cause those cracks.
Yeah.
Um, Rupert, though, I mean, we saw this in Pearl Islands, though. He gets to a point, he's tired. He's tired of being around these people, and he becomes
Uh,
so irritable and grumpy and
yeah.
grouchy.
Yeah.
Like, so bad. It's like so much. But yeah, so we get to the reward challenge. Family members are the one competing. It's a food eating competition, and they feature things from all the seasons that they've done.
Yes.
You've got the wishity grubs. You've got the crap. What's it
This,
called? The fish that's dried in the sea salt fish that's dried in the sun with flies all over it.
yeah.
From Marquesas, and they do it like Marquesas where they have to bob for it. They had a tarantula, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Yeah, some kind of spider.
um, we get a controversial moment where Jenna's brother, like, because the rules were you can't take a sip of water until
Yes. And
You've cleared it. Jeff says you're okay, and then you're good. But Jenna's brother gets eliminated because he takes a drink of water
mid
in the
chew.
middle of it, and he's trying to fight it. And
And everyone else is like, no, dude.
Jeff
Listen to the
clearly
rules.
said it. Jeff clearly said it. So he's gone. But it comes down to Bo, Big Tom's son, winning. What did you think of Bo here?
I love Bo. Bo was more entertaining than his dad. He's
I want Bo to
hilarious.
play. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
I was
I
like,
always,
oh shit.
I
This kid's
remember,
funny.
I remember just always laughing at his tattoo, which was train tracks go circling around his arm, being like, "What the hell?"
Such a country ass motherfucker.
Yes. But they get to pick. Tom gets to pick one person to go with them, and they're going to go back to the old Shapiro tribe camp, have pizza and beer, spend the night there.
Boston Rob and his brother and Big Tom and his son is the greatest foursome ever.
Uh,
That's a
let's
fun
have
time.
those four do the amazing race together.
That was such an amazing time. That was good reality TV.
Yeah. Uh,
Because
and here's the
Boston
thing.
Rob's brother's hilarious.
Well,
He's
that yes, but as thick of an accent as Rob has, his brother is even more from Boston. Like
yeah.
it's funny now to like watch interviews with Boston Rob because I
Mhm.
think for him to go a little bit more mainstream, he's kind
He
of definitely
lost that accent.
dropped the thickness of it. Because here, it's wicked hard. It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's thick. And his brother is just. I'm listening to him. And I'm like, I love to do the Boston accent. I love to coach it and train people with it when I'm doing a play. But, I'm listening. I'm like, oh my ears, my ears. Stop it. Stop.
Between
Stop.
the,
Stop.
between Boston Rob's and his brother's Boston accent and that country ass mumbling that Big Tom and his son do.
I love the country mumbling of Tom though, and that they talk about it like that they can't understand. I can't. They can't just can't understand Tom, and they
No,
just
and his son is just as bad. And it's just like, how are these four even going to communicate?
yeah yeah. We go on, and Rob and Tom come back to camp. They bring their loved ones with them, and they went. And Tom's like, "Bo, you're going to work." Like, and he says he's like, "Bo's used to a hard day's work. That's what we do at home." But you got Rob and his brother kind of chilling with the
Yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Um,
The city Boston boy isn't going to do any hard work.
Rupert takes Bo and teaches him how to spearfish. However, Rupert's greatest fear from his season happens again.
But he can't
But
get mad at the visitor.
Bo breaks the Hawaiian sling.
Poor
Rupert's
Rupert.
upset.
Yeah.
Again, can't get mad. And Tom's like, no, he didn't. Like, even Tom's like, I'm about to kick your ass. That's our food. Like, you get to leave here and eat something on the plane home. Like, uh, so, but then the loved ones, they bid their adieu. They go away. We're back to just the survivors. They get tree mail. It's a clue for immunity. Um,
This immunity challenge was the most like fucked up immunity challenge ever because they're making fire in a bucket.
we've seen this before.
Yes. But everyone ran out of matches this time.
What's weird to me now is like where we are now in the world of Survivor. The fact that they gave them matches is like, no, here's a flint, here's a knife, make it work. Like there's no matches now. Like
That's hilarious.
you want to be on Survivor, make it yourself. Like, but yeah. So, but of course the water bucket has a hole in it and everything. But the person who wins it is the person who needs it the most in this moment, and that's Big Tom.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know if I can say that.
No, because him and Shan both needed it the most.
Both of them are on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like,
so it was like if it was very much if Shan won, Big Tom was gone. If Big Tom won, Shan was gone. Like those were the two options here.
Yeah. So we get to tribal. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. What did you think of Lex when he came back into jury and he's got the giant freaking mohawk?
He tried to get that haircut right away. He was okay.
And he looked pissed.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I loved this tribal council because Shan knows she's gone, and she spent this whole time ripping Jenna apart.
Yeah. And she calls it too. She says, she's like, the person that's getting my vote is who's going to win this whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Which is true. But yes, Sheann is now gone.
Yes. She went out with a blaze of glory.
She did, and she knew it.
For it.
I hate to tell you, you don't ever see her again.
I figured as much. But
I would love to.
Yeah. I think she got tired after this season. She's like, I ain't doing this shit again.
Well, I mean, I think there's a few seasons where it's like majority new players and like, 3 or 4 returning. I think she would do well there.
Yeah. But
no.
Her ripping Jenna apart made me very fucking happy.
Yeah. All right. So let me get here.
So episode 15. Oh, this starts in the most glorious fucking of ways.
Let me see. This is a little more. Let me see here.
Jenna and fucking Rupert are getting water and whatnot, and they're getting food and whatnot. And Jenna's telling Rupert that they need to vote out Boston Rob.
Yeah.
And Rupert looks up and he pokes at her, and Boston Rob's right there.
Just standing over there. And the funny thing is this, Rupert's like, he just looks like, he looks shocked, and he just, you want some coconut? It's the most awkward thing ever.
I was like, oh shit, Jenna. You just got saved.
Rupert's shock on his face is priceless with this episode.
Ooh, yes. The reward challenge.
Yeah. So they got to cross a long beam. The last across being eliminated from the challenge. And then the last four got to do a military crawl to a slide puzzle with the last to finish being eliminated. Then the last three have to then stomp. This is the have you learned from your former mistakes
Yes, and
competition.
it's
Um,
for a new truck and a movie.
New truck and a movie. And they're gonna go. We've had a movie before. It was Frank and Brandon in
Yeah,
Africa. That they're gonna show the winner, Lord of the Flies, which is
which,
funny
by the way,
because
did not know Survivor was based on
it was kind of
that movie.
rough
Yeah,
around that. Here's the thing though,
like
like Lord of the Flies is one of those when I was in school we never read. Well, at least my teachers never.
never,
So
never read it. Never
no,
even seen. I didn't know it was a movie.
I didn't know it was a movie either until this
Yeah.
season. But like, I didn't. I mean, I knew the book. I just never read the book. But Boston Rob wins. Here's the funny thing, and I didn't want to say it earlier on because I know we brought it like when they started doing a competition where a car. I didn't want to spoil it for you but Jeff says here before the challenge, in all the seasons they've done this, no player that has won the vehicle has then won the season. And it's
Yeah.
true. Matt in Amazon won the vehicle. I'm trying to think. He's the one that sticks out the most for some reason. Like I'm trying to remember who else wins the vehicles, but
But yeah, that
Lex didn't Lex win a vehicle?
yes, he did.
Yes, Lex wins the vehicle. And takes or not Lex. Shit, what was his name with Johnny Fairplay? Burton. Burton won the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody, and I'm like, I love that fact right then that nobody who wins the vehicle has ever won the end game.
Technically, someone did win the vehicle or win a vehicle and won the
Who?
game this year.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, he's saying that up to this
Yeah,
point. Up
I
to this
know.
point.
But
Uh,
technically,
yes, technically,
she,
but so Rob wins, and it's a date to the movies because it's them two.
yeah,
I mean,
he
we're gonna
brings
go to a
Amber.
movie, and then what? And Jeff plays dumb. Is like, oh, wait, come here, and comes around, and there's another vehicle, and this time Amber gets it.
Yeah. So technically,
And I love her thing. Like, I always thought about what my first date would be with Rob. I figured we'd go get some food in the movies. We did that, and maybe he'll bring me flowers. But instead of flowers, he brought me a car. Flowers, car. I'll take the car.
yeah.
Like, like they're ecstatic. But they watch the movie. I mean, it's definitely a full-on date. Like, it's a
Oh
date.
yeah, they. This was when I knew, like, okay, they're dating. Like, this is a relationship.
Yeah, this is not just furthering on in the game. This is yeah. Uh, So yeah, so two car winners this season, right? Um, when Rob and Amber get back to camp, paranoia. I mean, it's at full blown max. Um, Rob sees Rupert and Tom talking together
Yeah.
and feeling vulnerable. Rob turns Rupert and Tom against each other and
That
masterful. Like has them get into an
fighting in
argument.
the water.
And he just stands back and he's just taking in the information because they're fighting. They're not even paying attention about what they're saying to each other. And that Rob is standing right here. And Rob's just like, okay, thank you. Okay, I'll remember that.
All right.
Like Tom put his foot in his mouth.
Yes. To bring it back to Big Brother, this is when Derek started the fight in
Yeah.
season,
Yep.
and like he just stands back and he's like, okay, all right, who's turning on who? Who's got
Yep.
alliances with who? And he's
Yep.
like, oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. Yeah. So now Rupert and Tom are totally at each other's throats. So, um, we go to the immunity challenge.
Word scramble. I
Word
hate these.
word search, yeah, big word search. And I love though that what they're searching for. It's
Yes.
all the tribe names from all the seasons.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah,
Love it. I do love that they're making this a whole like a history of Survivor thing.
yeah. Like so, you get all the names you've got to find, and then The
I
win.
love that the
But then you have
couple
to
is
scramble. But then you got to
dominating.
scramble. You got to unscramble the cross section letters. And I feel like Rob figured out that in the middle of it because he just literally he finished finding everything and just wrote it and wins it. Like
Yeah,
there's no like thought of okay, let me write down these letters. What are they? He just wrote it and was like done and wins.
yeah, no. And Amber was dominating up until that point. I love how
Yeah,
this relationship is just, dominating the game.
yeah, yep.
Power play.
Um, so the name of their current tribe, Shibogamogo, is the answer. Um, so he wins immunity. Um, and they're trying to figure out like where they stand with everybody.
Yeah,
Um,
he's really questioning Big Tom's loyalty.
yeah, the scene where they're by like on the rocks by the
Yeah,
water, and he's just like, let's just be honest with each other at once. Um, and Tom, I mean, you can tell though, Tom is on the defensive and he is lying through his teeth. Like,
fact.
like I'm like, you are not a good liar here in this moment,
No,
Big Tom.
no.
Um,
And it costs him.
but yes, we get to tribal council and we get to where Tom is voted out. So we have our final four. It comes down to the final four that was made between Amber, Rob, Jenna, and Rupert. What did you think of this final four? Because I know this is not the final four you were expecting to get.
No, no. All right. So I expected 3 out of the 4.
Rupert, Amber, and Rob.
Yeah.
Who did you think the fourth person would be? Tom?
Tom or early on, I thought it was going to be Lex because I did think that relationship was going to handle better,
Yeah.
uh, way better than it did. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was not expecting Jenna to last this long.
What did you think of when Tom leaves? That he turns around and just gives that death stare to Rob and Amber.
He did this to himself.
Well, yes, but I mean that was a big moment. I mean he just
Yeah,
stops and
absolutely.
the cameras catch it. It is a like
Yeah. But like he can't be mad at them for him lying and
yeah yeah
like I mean it's part of the game, but like you got caught on multiple occasions like
a lot.
trying to stab these two in these back.
Yeah, yep,
Like how can you be mad because they went on the defensive and kicked you out before you were going to do the same thing and you've been wanting to do the same thing for weeks?
yeah. So we get to the final episode, final four. I love in the first little opening bit, you get Jenna kind of doing a confessional, and she's talking about like they're the final four, the best of the best, and she's one of them, and just how surprised she is by that, which I love. I mean, I will say this: I like Jenna Lewis. I always like. I'm glad that she's coming back for 50. I'm excited to see what she can do. Um, and I think this is the season that made me like her more because, like, the first season, it was a different game. It was like, I mean, it's almost like that first season. It's just that's not the game that we have now.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see like what she does in 50. But she's right. Like of the best that have played, she's in the final four of that. Like it's like I'd be shocked too if I was in that position, whether I was a dominant player or not. Like
Yeah.
you made it to the final four.
Yeah.
Um, Rob is already being Rupert's the next. He's plotting. Rupert's the next.
Yeah.
Um, and
Oh,
they're pitching that hard to Jenna because they're like, you're not going to beat Rupert in the final two.
yeah.
Right. And I don't think she would. I don't think she. I I could make a strong argument that she might have been close or maybe could have beaten Amber. Maybe. Maybe. Um, but she's not going to beat Rob. She's not going to beat Rupert. Like, she's
Yeah.
just not.
Not at all.
We get the final four, breakfast
Yeah. That super early breakfast
that
and
Jeff brings. Something different. He brings stuff to like a Polaroid camera and stuff to make scrapbooking, which is cool. It gives them something to do. I would be like, cool, an activity.
Yeah, because especially if you're waking me up that early, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like just be sitting here all day.
Um,
And then we get into the immunity challenge, and it's the maze. I love this.
Before we get there, though, can we talk about we talked about how Rob and Amber are trying to turn Jenna, and the big
Yeah.
discussion is if it is a tie, 2-2, fate's
Yes.
going to come down to a purple rock, and we've only seen the
Yeah.
purple rock once at this point. When we lost Pascal,
Yeah.
um, that was
And
in
Jenna's questioning if
Marquesas.
she wants to give her life to a colored rock.
Yeah, yeah. But yes, the immunity challenge was a maze. Everyone,
Would
it's
you have to grab keys or whatever at different checkpoints while going through different obstacles?
yeah, and at the end of each corridor, yeah, there's a rung for a ladder. The castaways have to collect.
Ladder, that's what it
Yeah, they
was.
have to collect the each rung of the ladder and climb to the top of the tower. Um, and then the one who climbs is the winner of the immunity challenge. And this is from they did this in the Amazon. Is where this
Yes.
came from. Um, Jenna falls behind super early.
Yes. And
Rob gets a little confused and falls behind. So it's really just between Amber and Rupert.
yeah, and Amber dominates that last few.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
She
for the first time though, Rob is vulnerable
yeah.
since the merge. Really, this is the first time that he is, and it's not a good time to be vulnerable. There's four of you.
Yeah.
Um, so like, really, if this was not Rob and Amber, if Rob played this whole game the way he has, this could have been. If it wasn't a relationship, it could have easily been okay. Amber wins. Wrong, Rob, you're gone.
Facts.
Right. So, um,
But um they go pretty much right in the tribal council.
Jeff asks who's vulnerable tonight, and of course, Rob's like, I would love to have that necklace.
Yeah.
Um, Rupert told Jenna to vote for Rob, and I love Rupert back at camp was like, my fate is determined by a single mama, a
Yes.
20-something-year-old single mama who loves her girls and is trying to provide for her, and it's like he's like, she might do the right thing by me, but she's got a lot to sway in the other direction because I mean I think Rupert would understands like if she turns on me, I know why. She's trying to
Yeah.
provide. Like I don't think Rupert holds it against Jenna at
No,
this
not
point.
at all. I
No.
think Rupert's way
He's
too
very
nice.
mature. Yeah. Um
Um, but Rupert is eliminated.
Jenna decides to take her fate in her own hands and not do the purple rock and votes out Rupert. So it was a 3-1 vote. Rupert is now on the jury. So that's 2 seasons back to back. Rupert makes it to jury, doesn't get to the end. I will tell you, we will see Rupert again.
I was gonna say he's on Heroes versus Villains. You were talking about.
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Yes. After this season is where my brain, like I know I've seen them all, and I remember certain key moments and I remember certain winners, but things start to get like this in my brain.
Yeah.
Like, was that this season? Was that season? Oh, this was then. Like, that's where we're gonna start getting. So like for me, a lot of this is gonna be a rewatch. Like I haven't watched like probably the next 10 seasons in a long time. Um, and some of these might that we go through might be ones I've only ever watched once. So, but I've
And
seen
then
these first 8 a lot. Um,
the next day we go into the annual uh final rite of passage walk.
yes, yes, the happens every season.
Yeah.
Um,
The reflection walk.
the torches of their fallen comrades.
Yeah. And
Um,
then the final immunity challenge.
Which again,
Featured
it's from the very first final immunity challenge of the very first season. Hold on to the idol.
Yep.
Hold on to the idol. Onto like two pegs that your feet are on. Your foot can't come off. Hand can't come off. You're in the sun. It's hot. It's uncomfortable.
Jenna knows she has to win
She
this,
has to win.
and yet,
She doesn't even know when she's eliminated. Jeff
yeah,
catches her. Her foot comes off barely,
like a 2 inches.
like barely, but does. And Jenna's out. What did you think? What did you think when that happened? I mean, you obviously know. Okay, you know who the final two are at that
I
point.
was about to say, third place was nice, Jenna.
Yeah. Um, what did you think of after the fact? Rob and Amber kind of arguing about like, let's just cut a deal, like,
That
and
was,
and Rob being like, you would want to fight for it,
yeah,
and Amber's just like, I just want to win. Like,
yeah.
what did you think of that little exchange in between them?
For a split second, I was like, "Is there a chink in their armor? Is
Yeah,
there? Is this
yeah.
the?
It's the first sign of I don't know if I can trust you of this entire game.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. You're going into the final, the very, very end. Like,
yeah,
if this was a whole charade, you come up to you're at 99.9999%
yeah."
to the end. Excuse me. Um,
But Rob wins.
Rob wins. Or
She.
I wonder if she holds that against him some, like to this
What
day.
if it does come up in arguments?
Yeah.
I now knowing what we know, I always do wonder if things from Survivor come up in their fights.
I'm sure they do.
How fucking funny that would be.
Yeah. Yep. Um, and the way that Amber loses is she's holding on to it. She touches the idol with her finger, like
Yes.
trying to point out something. You can't use your other hand and touch it. So
Yeah.
just by her going like that, she's out.
Yeah, she's like did
She
not
inadvertently
realize
does
where
it.
she was for a split second.
Yeah.
Lost her brain and forgot.
So we go into that tribal council. Boston Rob is the only one that votes. He honors his alliance. He takes out Jenna, and Jenna in her confessional after the word, she's like, her final words complained about the foot move. Um, she's happy with how far she made it, but that's going to haunt her for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
What do you think if she had made it to the end? If say
I think
Amber
she takes Amber.
lost, or if she had won, do you think she would have taken Rob or Amber?
Amber.
Yeah. Would she have beaten Amber?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'll explain why when we get to the end. Why I think she might have. We get to the last day, day 39. It's just the happy couple. It's just Rob. It's just Amber. They're trying to take in memories. They're taking pictures.
She's wearing his hat.
She's wearing his hat.
It's so sweet. It's like a honeymoon.
Kinda.
They're chilling on the beach, thanking each other and sharing memories. Is so
yeah, and talking and memories with the game too.
yeah. It's the honeymoon before the honeymoon.
Yeah. But let's get to the final tribal council because it's a heated one. It's probably the most intense tribal council final tribal we've had of this entire game.
See, there was so much that went on. I forgot to take notes about this.
Oh,
situation.
I've got literally. This is so intense. I've got it pulled up like online, like the breakdown for the most part. First off, Rob goes into his initial statement talking about how he knows how angry the jury is. Like he
Yes.
acknowledges that he didn't want to let personal relationships come in the way. He references his deal with Lex and how things went wrong. He acknowledged that uh, he knows that the jury, like what you do to them, could come back to hurt you or help you. So
Yeah.
he pleads with the jury to just look at the way that he played as a game player and not as anything personal. Um, Amber kind of starts off by saying that she thought she knew it was going to be harder because she was playing with people she knew, um, and that yes, she had the relationship with Rob, but that helped out. I mean, but that was for that now has multiple positives. Like yes, it was an alliance that helped get her to the end, but now she's found someone that she cares a lot for. Um, and she admits that it has to do with luck and being there with Boston Rob. Um, and she also admits that she knows the jury is very angry. Um, so then we get to the point where the jury addresses Rob and Amber. And from the get go, the first person they put out there is Lex.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about someone that literally destroys somebody? It's Lex. But, as much as I love Lex, he who casts stones at glass houses.
Yeah. No, that was my
Like,
first thought. I was
because
like,
that he would have done the same thing.
yeah.
He would have done the same thing to get to the end. Again, this is business. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. He was all about this is business this time. Like
Until it happened to him.
until it happened to him. So this is why I say I think Jenna might have won against Amber. Because this is the most bitter jury we have seen
True.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yet.
You're not wrong there.
They didn't like. I think it had been anybody against one of the other against Rob or Amber. For the most part, any of them would have given the money to the other person. So Rob and Amber didn't get it.
True. True. You're not wrong there. Yeah.
That's
No.
my only reasoning, because they might say. I mean, they might say, "Yeah, okay, we're going for the best game player," but this was a super high bitter jury because they were really all most of them all done wrong
Yeah.
by Rob and Amber. But Lex chews them out. And that speech destroys Rob. You physically see him shrink.
Yeah.
Like,
To get chewed out like that in front of your family
I mean,
has to be
everybody's watching
awkward
it.
as fuck.
Yeah. But then we get Kathy, who just
Yeah.
continues it. And she's an emotional wreck here. She's talking about how she saw him as a son and how, like, she talks about, like, things that happened after the game of Marquesas about how, like, he was worried about how he was perceived. And she brings up, how do you think you're going to be perceived now, Rob?
Yeah.
And, like, and she loves him. She loves Rob. Like, it's a very motherly relationship. And she doesn't know how, like, somebody could break friendships like that. But Rob responds and says he's not a malicious person. I love that Kathy asks Amber, "Did you play Rob? Is there actually feelings here for Rob? Is there going to be something after it, or is this just to get you to the million?"
Yeah. That question, with everything that happened afterwards, is really funny.
Well, Jeff brings that up. So Rupert goes next, and he thanks Amber and Rob because he's one of the ones that didn't get burned by him. They got to the final four. And again, Rupert's very level-headed at this. I got voted out. It's a game. Okay, I didn't make it. Rupert asked how Amber made it this far. She took it day by day. He then asked Rob why he should vote for him. And Rob was like, "Because you're a man of your word," which is true. And that makes Rupert kind of laugh because, I mean, he's like, that's smart. That's a good answer. He congratulates them both. Alicia, claiming that they had mastered and relied on butt kissing and ego stroking, and that they did not outclass the jury.
Can we
She
talk about when Alicia did her vote and
we
she
will.
looked?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. She wanted one word to describe the way that they played the game. Rob said competitively, and Amber said with luck. Sheehan is the biggest like fan of this game that we have left, and she's just congratulating them. And she's like, "I'm not bitter." Like she pretty much is like, "I'm not
Yeah,
bitter." Like the right two right people up there are doing it, or I mean, are up there and
yeah.
should be there.
Her and Rupert are the most level-headed people in this jury.
And Jenna,
Yeah, and Jenna.
even because I think Jenna knows like this was on me.
Yeah,
This was on me. This has nothing to do with them.
yeah.
They
Those three
got
really.
they got me to the point where it was just on me and I didn't deliver.
Yeah,
And she says that she's like Rupert and I aren't bitter with the finalists. Um, she asked what they would do with the money. Rob talks about using it to establish some college scholarships. Amber about muscular dystrophy charities. Um, and then finally we get to Big Tom. And Tom's is hilarious because the way he's delivering it with his accent, but it's still very hurtful. Like it's very much like hey, I love he's like, hey brother Rob, I think you forgot about me. Like we had a final three. I ended up this like fifth or whatever he ended fifth place.
yeah,
He wanted to know why Amber should vote for her. And after a delay, I mean I love that he's making fun of her too. Like, she's like, if I'm honest, and he's like, well that would I know it's hard to be honest, but let's be like, I would appreciate. Like he's just being very sarcastic and just really like trying to call them out on their BS. Um, and then the coup de grace here is he said, no hard feelings, walks up to try to shake Rob's hand. Rob's extends it. Whoosh, don't be stupid, stupid. Then walks away. What did you think of this Big Tom moment?
Tom pissed me off
Yeah.
because Tom, how are you going to be angry and bitter when you multiple times throughout this during the merge or post merge talked about trying to vote Rob out
Yeah. Yeah.
and got caught?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're the one person who has no right to be bitter at Rob when you got caught trying to get Rob out the game
Yep.
multiple times.
Yep. But again, I say this most bitter jury we have
Yeah,
seen thus far.
yes. Some have a
Um,
right to be bitter. Some,
some did, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
but like it's a
To
game.
me, Lex, no right to be bitter.
Yeah,
He made a bad game move.
yeah,
Kathy,
somewhat.
maybe. Because
Yeah,
it's a little more personal with Kathy.
yeah,
Alicia, yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Promised the
That was
final two or three,
that was
like
a stab in the back.
like was
That was
together with them from the like day one. Like, yeah, that's that one. Jenna Rupert? No, and they're not.
no,
Sheehan? No. Tom? Absolutely not.
no. That was yeah.
The
Alicia's
only
literally the only
she's the
one
only
that
one
yeah.
that has a right to be bitter. Uh so yeah, so we get to their final statements. Rob, I mean, this is where you really see Rob, like I said, he kind of shrinks.
Yeah,
It looks like a bull running in a china shop. He talks later on. I've seen interviews where he said, like, okay, I mean, cat's out of the bag. We'll tell people Amber wins. We
yeah,
don't have to brush around. Amber wins. He talks about later on that he thinks the reason he didn't win was he just didn't do well in the jury, and he didn't really talk well in this jury. You'll see him as he plays other times as he gets to the end where him and the jury, it's like night and day. Like I almost want when we get there to be like, well, go back and watch him in that final, and then watch him in this one, so you can
yeah.
see the difference. But we get to the votes. We'll talk about Alicia's. I'll let you take it because it's hilarious.
Alicia says, Rob, you know how I promised you that I would never write your name down?
I am a woman of my word.
And she writes Amber's name to
Yep.
win the game. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we get the whole like we've done before. Jeff takes the votes. They're not reading them live. And they are in Madison fucking Garden
Yeah.
or Madison Square Garden. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
MSG.
like that's
And
big. That's huge. Like that's not
no.
like you're not, a little amphitheater. You're in Madison Square Garden doing this.
Yeah.
So we
And a
get there,
packed house. It was
packed,
incredible.
huge. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
this
was
is
incredible.
this is the height. This is when the main fan, like huge fandom, starts to just.
Yeah.
Um, Amber's there. It's funny though because like you can see the appearance difference. Like Rob clearly has eaten now, like
Yeah.
because he's gained a little weight in his face, especially, but
Yeah.
not like where he's out of shape. He's just, he's eaten.
Yeah. He's bulked up a bit.
Yeah, and Amber's all dolled up and everything, but she's wearing instead of an "I love New York" shirt, it says "I love Rob." And Jeff's like, "Well, clearly y'all are still together," and she kisses Rob. And Jeff asks Rob a question, and before we even get to the votes, Rob proposes to Amber live on television. It's a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And Jeff is like, that was not the surprise we were advertising because he didn't know. He didn't
Yeah.
know that was
Yeah.
happening.
And he was like, so who all knows? Like, he's like, I asked her parents.
I talked to
They know.
Amber. I talked to
Yeah.
Amber's parents. Like, I
I
love when he
talked
says her name, Amber.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the Boston guy's got marrying somebody that's got an R at the end of her name because R's go out the window with that accent. Like,
Yeah.
I got Amber.
Yeah. He's like, I asked her parents. I told my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. And
Yeah.
like, both families are like sitting next to each other in like a.
I think what's funny, though, is I think Jeff just assumes Rob's about to win this game.
Yeah.
Because he says, either way, now Amber is a millionaire.
Yeah.
But we get to the votes. And they each get 3 votes, which Amber predicted. And Alicia's 1 vote is what gives Amber the win. What did you think of Amber being the winner of All Stars? Because you can make an argument for her. She was not an All Star coming into the season. Yes, she got far in Australia, but what did she really do in Australia?
She floated like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And you could honestly make the argument here that she floated on Rob's coattail, but she was the master. She's like a big part of the strategic aspect.
She masterminded like behind the scenes.
Rob got the blood on his hands in the
Yes.
Big Brother world. If you're putting it in that terms, because they don't use that here.
Yeah.
Rob did everything to get the blood. He wasn't on his hands. He was
protected her.
He was. If you've seen the movie Carrie with the blood, that was Rob at the end of the season.
He protected her like she was his queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of the season?
This was a really entertaining season.
I told you.
I was like, oh, that's fucking good. So
right?
Yeah.
Season 9, heading up. I honestly, buddy, I don't remember season 9. Like,
that's hilarious.
Like, I don't. I feel like I remember who wins it. This is Survivor 9, Vanuatu. Islands of Fire is what it's tagged as. Looking at some of the players, like I just pulled it up real quick. I remember some of the contestants, but I'm going to give you a little bit of, I don't want you to look this up, but I want you to, after the first episode when we record for the next one, I want you to see if you can figure it out. A little bit of Survivor, inside baseball, behind the curtain. In this season, after this season, you know our buddy Jeff Probst, the host of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dates one of the Survivor contestants after this season.
Hey, yo.
I want you to see if you can figure out which one.
Exactly from the season. That's hilarious.
Yep. They did not get married, obviously. They're not stay together. But yes, he dates somebody from the season. So I want you to.
Funny as hell, Jeff.
Yep. Hey, he's alone on the island. You know, what are the options here?
How is he able to do it on the island?
He's not. It happens after.
I was about to
It happens
say.
after the show ends. But yeah, so that happens. So Survivor season 9, Vanuatu. That's where we're heading next. Overall, Mike. Besides that, it's phenomenal. Final words for All Stars.
Very good, very entertaining. You know what? They picked the right ones for All Stars.
Yep,
That was a good cast.
it was a good cat, and you could make arguments for others to be in here. But
Yes.
before we go, let them know where they can find you. What you got going on? Another
MJ
week of saying
DePustis.
Queen Courts is going to come back eventually.
Shush.
Yeah,
MJ DePustis on all social media platforms. Monday Night Raw, Netflix and Raw every Monday night live stream. Cole TV, Running the Ropes. We had an episode last night that was really, really fun, talking about pro wrestling venues. Our next episode I have already picked out, and it's going to be November 13th. We are going to be, that will be ironically, November 13th is on a Thursday, so I didn't do this on the day, but is the 20-year anniversary of the passing of my GOAT, the late great Eddie Guerrero. So we will be doing a 13 favorite Eddie Guerrero matches.
that's a hard list to come up with.
Yeah.
That's a very
So,
hard. I mean, I know my top one. I think it's going to be on whoever's on their list.
yeah.
But I mean, of course, it's Eddie and Ray at Halloween Havoc. Like you can't not like. It's beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, when I realized that date was on a Thursday, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, you can find me, Dad Hat Wrestling, all social medias. You can find World Championship Wreckage, all social medias. If you want to give our individual show here some love, click that QR code or scan that QR code above us. That'll take you right to our TikTok page. Appreciate all the engagement that's been getting here lately, as well as the views that this show's been getting. Like it's been nice to see that kind of growth with where we're going. I get with the world of YouTube and everything, like people will do a show and maybe do it for a couple weeks, couple months, and then it just burns out. We're on season 8. Like, I think a lot of people maybe thought that we would watch it for 2 or 3 seasons and get burned out and done, and we're rocking and rolling, moving into season 9, and we're almost 40 episodes into this show. So I love getting to hang out with my buddy, talk about this show, and yeah, we appreciate all you guys for just taking the time to give us some love. So next time you see us, Survivor season 9, Vanuatu. We'll see you then. Have a good rest of your weekend.